Okay, everyone ready to go? Everyone ready to go?
Yep.
All right. We've got a few things to go through before we get started. However, um,
Oh,
so
sorry. I will mention. There's probably going to be a moment I'll have to step away again for like 5 minutes.
okay, just let us know.
Yeah.
Feel free to interrupt me if I'm in the middle of
Yeah.
talking. Whatever,
It's
just
it's a bit
let us know.
wonky today. Sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. So Merc has decided that he wasn't happy with Leicester, so he's made a new character.
Okay.
So we'll introduce that person when we get to them. However, you need to do your HX Merc.
Yes.
So the way we'll do this is you just ask the questions on your HX, and obviously record. And let me know obviously to record the stats you get. Everybody else, you need to obviously scrub Leicester from your HX and put Merc's new character, who is called Baribo. And you all just put HX 0. So like none of you know him that well, basically.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to ask your questions, Mark.
See.
And how is Baribo spelled?
Hold on. Like this. His name is Baribo, but people call him Barry because because people.
That's my
Yeah.
middle name.
Good to know.
Baribo.
No, Barry.
Yeah, I know.
What if it was Baribo, though?
That would have been fucking weird, man.
That would be strange.
Mostly just because, like, how many people in the world have you ever met called Baribo?
It would be a
None.
first.
0. Yeah.
First and second, right here.
First question is, which of you is the most strange?
I mean, I wear a mask everywhere.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll take that. Hold on. And then, which one of you is the biggest potential problem?
I guess me. So Farley.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
That's interesting because Baribo is a savvy head. He's a mechanic. So
I mean, it works honestly with Baribo's,
Yeah, the driver being a problem makes sense.
that's indeed.
All right.
You get -1 with Armand.
Oh yeah,
You don't know.
-1.
Yeah, you don't know Armand very well.
A -1 with Armand will quickly change to a +1.
Okay. So everyone else just put 0 for Baribo. You don't know him that well. You could be aware of him. You might have even had interactions, but you don't know him very well. Okay, so that's out of the way. Okay, so before we start the session, everybody gets to change their highlighted stats if they want.
I need to highlight.
You need to highlight because you haven't, but everybody else also has an opportunity if they wish to change their highlighted stats. So let me know if you want to do that.
I would like to change from weird.
Okay. So you have to ask the person who has the most HX with you.
So that would be Farley.
Okay, so ask Farley to highlight another of your stats.
Oh, okay. Well, what's the other one that's already highlighted?
Hot.
Hot. Okay. Let's go with sharp then.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah. And yeah, so Baribo,
Yes.
so you get ask Farley again. It's Farley again. 'Cause you got +2
Yep.
there. Ask him to highlight one of your stats.
Any stat he wants. None are highlighted as of the moment.
Okay. How about hard?
I'll take that.
And I will highlight your weird, Baribo.
All right, I'll take that. Done.
Okay, that's all done. And then Baribo, you, before we start the session, you need to roll for Bone Feel.
Mm-hmm.
Your ability.
Correct.
Yeah.
It's
I love this ability,
roll
by the way.
+8.
It's absolutely one of my favorite abilities in the entirety of this
Question.
game.
Questions. Does that count for the level up? Like for the XP?
I believe it does. Yeah, if it, because you had it, yeah, you're doing weird, yeah. It
Interesting.
absolutely does. So you get immediately get an experience point to make up for the fact that you lost all your experience from Leicester.
Oof. I get nothing.
Ooh,
Ooh.
well, it's a fail. So.
MC, you have won.
Oh yeah, I get. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. Starting off great.
This will be interesting. I'll have to remember that I've got that. I bet you anybody I forget that I've got that.
Fuck, I'm
Um,
sorry. I have to step away for like 5 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Last
I'll
time.
wait. We'll wait. Did anyone else want to change stats, highlighted stats, or are you happy?
I'm good.
Okay.
Okay. Justin?
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no worries. Satisfying?
Hello.
Hello.
Is Merc back?
We're still no, we're still waiting.
I'm back. I'm really sorry.
Hey,
That was the last time.
that's okay. That's okay. Right. Okay. I think we've done all the bits, so I have a question. So Lester died in the night after being blown up.
Internal bleeding, wasn't it?
Yeah, if that's what. I mean, I don't know whether they'd know that. They just know that you died. So Armand, and to a certain degree, Merc as well. Like, what would Armand have done with the body? Would he just have dumped it out back?
Well, it is a pity. We have given him food and he has gone to waste. But how close is the parking lot to Armand's?
It's right outside, I would assume, or just like over the road, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean he'll.
It's not
he'll-
really. It's not really a parking lot. Is what I imagined. It's just an area that people
Yeah.
park their cars near Armand's. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll bury it, some distance away from Armand's.
Okay. So I think we open. Do you actually bury him?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay. So I think what we see as we open today's episode, we see Bartholomew digging Lester's grave, shoveling dirt. We get a glimpse of Lester's body in the shawl, covered with a scrappy blanket before it's hauled into the pit, and Bart and maybe somebody else from the restaurant, someone else you've told to do this, is helping him, and they start covering the body with dirt. And they brought a portable radio with them. And so we begin this episode as the radio begins to play. Hallelujah, brothers and sisters of the wasteland. This is Robbie Problem on 23.1 FM, the Lord's Radio. And might I say, what a gorgeous sunrise we had this morning in the big vast. Almost might make a sinner think this is heaven. All sorts of things going on right now. Little birdies have been flying into old Robbie and giving him misses of the comings and goings of our most savory and unsavory citizens. So I gotta start with a little funerary rites for dear old Peachy. Heard she worked for the Blood Brothers over in Maple, and what they found of her wouldn't fit inside a burlap sack. Another victim of this Satan-blessed landscape we call home. So old Robbie will keep your soul in his prayers, Peachy. Amen. In other news, it seems the Grime Pirates had a little tete-a-tete over at Armand's and forgot the golden rule of not starting a ruckus in that lovely den of iniquity. Honestly, I'm surprised Armand lets anyone in with the moniker Grime Pirate, but I hope he don't mind me saying it, and I'll see him soon for some of that lovely aged whiskey he keeps. The Teal Merchant Group coffers are looking a bit worse for wear, according to the rumor mill, but nobody expects anything to change because we all know the rich ain't gonna be knocked from their high horses anytime soon. Now that'd be a real miracle around these parts. Amen. Sounds like poor Citrus Sally owes Danica a heap of scrap and she ain't paying, and she ain't been seen in weeks. Probably holed up in the Kerbalists' encampment, but word is Danica's lost patience, and there'll be a reckoning soon. Hope the herbalists can mop up the blood with all those vegetables they're growing. More news suggests Ruth's back in town, according to the motorheads, and she's managed to piss off them, Mary, and a few others already barely a couple of days in. There's gotta be some kind of record, Ruthie. Maybe old Robbie can offer some advice on pissing off half the gangs in the big vast. It's this. Don't. No news on the hospital job, alas, but word out of Maple is the sheriff, in big inverted commas, is hot on the trail. Or maybe it's just another of his drink-infused hallucinations. Either way, Robbie wishes you well, Upton, happy hunting. Maybe you won't solve the case, but we can all enjoy you trying to. But the big news on everybody's lips today is the bomb some idiot planted outside Armand's last night. Killed a woman, a freak, and damaged a few cars. As bombs go, not too bad. The poor old Danny boy is hitching lifts for the next few weeks, no doubt, and it won't improve his already aggravated personality. If you can call such a thing personality. Maybe you could take that still burning hunk of metal over to Paribo's for a fix-up? Well, listeners, that's all the news I got for today. Unless you want to hear about those Lakesiders talking about the devil at the bottom of the lake. But you all know that's hogwash. Lakeside is already full of devils and demons, just like everywhere else. This is Robbie Problem, public orator and chaplain of this hot and dusty hell. Y'all listen to 23.1, the Lord's Radio. And now that the news is out of the way, it's time for the sounds of the past. Music to soothe the soul, lift up the spirit. We cut away from Lester's untimely death and burial. And we find ourselves in Farley's bunker. Armand, Farley, and Jigger. You are all there. Preparing for your job to the herbalistic cabinet. So, what do you do? Or what are you doing?
You mentioned unique goods. I am quite excited to get my hands on them. I would prefer, if it is possible, to not be involved in your other business, but if I get swept up in it, I suppose there is nothing I can do.
Don't worry, I didn't expect you to help in any way.
That is good. I did not intend to.
I was just, partly hoping that you could get us in the door. That way we're not fighting all of them.
I could definitely do it. We have a legitimate reason to arrive. I have been purchasing things from them for quite some time, and I am most intrigued about the stuff they keep for themselves. Is there anything we need to get set up for heading out, or?
Well, since there's the three of us, I'll just have to make sure the coop's all set to go. That'll take a few minutes. Before I do that, Jigger, a word?
Sure.
So I'll just walk you over to the corner out of earshot. The sheriff stopped by last night, questioning me about the hospital job. He has nothing but a hunch. But a hunch will make a man look.
I'll remind you, Farley, just to interject, I will remind you, Farley, that the sheriff did tell you that he had a little birdie tell him something
Right, yes.
about your involvement.
Right. He said he had a little birdie informing him. So we may have to do something about that at a later time, depending on how much further he digs.
That we may, but it depends what the little birdie has, because if all the little birdie has is a hunch, then it's not really a problem, then, is it?
Of course, of course.
So this is an interesting question. Were you the only two people on the hospital job, or did you have anybody else with you?
I think it was just two of us, yeah?
Yeah.
It was just something you both put together, pulled off for yourselves. No one else was involved. That's all.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, that's basically the end of that conversation. I go tinker with the engine a little bit, and then, all right, looks like she's ready.
Anything else you guys need to do before you head off to the herbalist encampment? Hello?
I would make sure that Belinda knows she's in charge.
Yeah, we can just assume that. you've
Yeah,
done
yeah, yeah.
that, yeah. Like, I assume that Armands can function without you for
Okay, good.
some time. Like,
Yeah, I just want to clarify that Belinda would be the one that would
Right.
be second in line.
yeah, so she's like your second in command then.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, I got the impression, like, is it Belinda that's kind of like the madame of your?
Well,
I think
the Misty
Yeah.
kind of keeps the back rooms. Belinda is, I think, just based on our conversation in the first session, she's kind of like as charmy and theatrical as Armand is. So
Yeah.
he'd leave her in charge.
Okay, so it's Misty is the madame sort of character. I
Yeah.
would say. Okay, that's useful to know. Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, with that all, you pile into the car. You're taking out the coupe. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
the coupe.
you drive out of your bunker, and you make it maybe a couple of minutes down the road, and you see not on the side of the road, but like up on a ridge. As you're just driving away from your bunker, you see a man on a horse.
Is that the sheriff?
You squint. You're pretty sure it's the sheriff.
Okay.
He doesn't move the horse. He just seems to be watching you. What do you do?
How far away is the hill? Like, is it a good distance or?
It's not like it's fairly close to where you are. Like, you can see him, right? Clearly enough to make out that it's him. So it's not super far.
Okay.
But it's up on a ridge, so you couldn't just necessarily drive
Right.
right up to him.
Yeah. I'll ignore him for now.
Okay.
Just keep going.
So the herbalist encampment is somewhere out in the wastes. What direction is it? Do we know? I don't think we discussed that at all. Oh wait, maybe we did in the very first session.
I think we did.
We say where it was. Or was that something else? No, we didn't. We didn't say where it was. We didn't. We don't actually know. We know it's not in Maple City. We know it's it's their own encampment somewhere else. So, do we know what direction that might be in?
I'd guess it's towards the forest, because they're all plant lovers and stuff.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's like out east.
Yeah, probably between the forest and the swamp, so they can have access to both
Yeah.
areas.
So you drive out. It takes maybe a few hours. It's a fairly it's an uneventful trip. Do you what do you do in the car as you're driving?
I mean, I guess Armand would be just taking in the sights. mentioning
staring.
yeah,
Yes.
mentioning things about places he knows and some things about places he doesn't.
Okay, you've been on the road with Farley before.
I have, yeah.
So what's your yeah, I mean, what's the friendship like there? Like, you guys have been out a few times to do runs like this, gather ingredients. You know, he's helped you out a bunch of times. Like, you have a relationship.
I imagine Armand would be the one to talk a lot.
He
Yeah.
does seem to talk a lot, yeah.
That does sound like Armand.
Our relationship is mostly transactional, but we've had so many that we've a bit of a rapport, I'd say.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you've
sure.
ended up friends despite. Yeah. Whether you want to or not, sort of thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How are you on this the journey, Jigger? Is Jigger talkative or?
No, not really talkative, mostly just silent, waiting, looking around to make sure that we aren't being followed or anything.
Okay. So we cut. You know, the driving goes on for a while, and we cut to you guys arriving somewhat a bit later, midday-ish, into what is, or at least outside of the Herbalists encampment. I don't imagine that this is a walled encampment. The Herbalists live in a sort of open plan, lots of tents, right? Sort of maybe, you know, a few of them have put together like log cabins or some sort of improvised, you know, I mean, I imagine some of them might even have caravans or like live-in vehicles as well. Sort of like you know, like a campsite, right? Like not a trailer park, but you know what I mean when I say campsite.
Yeah, a campground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, and it's a bit. I don't imagine the Herbalists are a large faction, but they're not super rich, or at least they don't spend their wealth on improving the settlement in the obvious ways that you would expect. They don't live richly, right? They live quite modestly. Of course, you know, every settlement will of course have guards and so on. And as you pull up, somebody would approach the vehicle, you know, expecting Farley would roll down the window and chat to them.
Yeah.
So have you've been to the Herbalist camp before, Farley, would you say? Is this somewhere you've been or not?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, well, yeah, probably. Someone has probably wanted stuff before.
Yeah, so you see a man, quite young, a little bit very skinny. He's the kind of person that you on first glance you'd be like, why would you put this guy as a guard, right? He barely looks like he's out of his 20s. He's, you know, he's not got much on him. He certainly doesn't look like he'd be good in a brawl. But still, he's holding a weapon. You know, he's trying to look hard. And yeah, he would sort of lean in and ask you your business.
Well, first of all, hello. My name is Armand. I am here with my friends to take a look at some of your goods, and I've heard tell throughout all of my purchases. Of course, you must know my name because the eponymous restaurant down the road you keep on selling ingredients to. But I've heard that you have things that you don't sell openly, and perhaps I might take a look while I'm here. That was a lot.
You're just here to trade?
Yes.
What have you got to trade?
Uh, well, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. If there are goods you need, perhaps I could help. I also have information. My restaurant is a well-trafficked area, you know. There are things you are perhaps not aware of that I am. There are all sorts of different agreements we could come to. But first, I must see the goods, no? By the way, what is the name of the person that you're looking for?
It's the one that was mentioned on the radio.
It's Citrus Sally.
Yeah, citrus salad.
Okay. I'm just going to keep an ear out for that. I'm not going to directly
well-
ask him about it.
You know, yeah. If you're not gonna do like, so he would sort of flounder, and like he's like, oh, okay, yeah, and he starts to wave you in, but as he's like, you know, and you pull the car up, Farley, and maybe like you all start to get out, but as you do, somebody else comes over, and again, like, I mean, how much have you all, like, you've had some contact between you all? Have you had contact with the herbalists before?
Yeah, minimal, but yeah.
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 Again, a little, but not too much.
I think-
so. You okay? Go on.
Armand would be more with the people they send out to sell that go down the road.
Yeah, so yeah, Armand's traded with them before, possibly.
Yeah.
It would make sense, yeah. So as he's sort of waving you in, and then you suddenly see and hear somebody, and you, Armand, would recognize this person. He's not the leader of the encampment, but he's like, you know, he's someone that obviously you've seen around before, who's traded with you, and he's obviously in some kind of charge. And you would know him as Zowie. And he's a bit more buff. He's got like, he's blonde. He's got like a well coiffed mustache, and a beard. You know, he's kind of hench. He's wearing a sort of tattered lumberjack shirt, and you know, very sort of workaday clothes, given the sort of nature of what goes on in the herbalists. And he sort of strides over, and he looks at the person that waved you in, and Wing, what are you doing? I told you. They just want to trade. Wing, fuck off. Oh, right. Is that Armand? All right, Armand.
Hello?
Right. And he sort of looks you all over. Right. I know Armand. I think I've seen you before. Is it Forley? Something?
Farley.
Farley, right. Yeah, okay. Well, what are you here for? Come on, spit out.
Armand here would like to trade for some goods.
All right. Well, first problem, right here, that guy. He points at Jigger. He's not coming in.
Me?
Yeah. No. Know all about you. Not getting in here.
I mean, I was just here to help Armand in case something went wrong, but you know, I can stay outside.
Yeah, you can. You two, you're welcome in.
Hey, he is my bodyguard.
Yeah, you don't need a bodyguard in here. I'm not going to hurt you, Armand.
Uh,
I got no reason to hurt you.
I would like to try and influence him to allow the other guy
Okay.
in.
All right, first roll of the session. So give me a manipulate roll.
Okay.
Okay, so you want him to let Jigger in?
I do, yeah.
What's the reason you're giving him? to do this.
Everyone is after Armand. You must know this. Armand is well sought after, and sometimes not for the best reasons. I
Okay.
need my security.
Yeah, in that case, like, yeah, he sort of he nods. All right, fine, but we're keeping an eye on him. All right, don't stray too far.
All right.
So he leads you. He leads you all in. You you walk through. You know what's. It's sort of the front of the. There's a sort of, I guess, like an avenue, right? Like, and you've got like there's sort of a tent city on one side, and there's like on the other side is like more accommodations, but it's like all the parked cars and like the living vehicles and the caravans and the trailers and so on. And it's also, you know, people are lounging around outside the tents, and there's children running around. As you sort of go further into the settlement, you get to clearly the work areas, and you see, you know, a whole mess of all sorts of different industries. You know, obviously they have allotments where they're growing stuff and improvised greenhouses and all sorts of, you know, they're doing like preserving, like making like jams and preserves and so on. You can see people rolling barrels. And he takes you into like this little square where you're surrounded by all these people milling around doing jobs. All right, Armand, what are you after? We've got all sorts at the moment. Depends what you're looking for.
Well, I'm looking for some of the standard ingredients, of course. Perhaps a little cheaper because you do not have to bring them to me. But I'm also looking for something you maybe don't bring with you on the road when you sell there. Something you can only get here.
You want something special, eh?
Well, I came here for not just a tour. It is a beautiful place, of course, but I was hoping to find something unique.
Well, I might have something. Yeah, we've got something for you, Armand, but it's gonna cost. It's not the kind of thing I just, you know, part with easily. It's not something we get often or find often, as the case may be.
Well, that is all right. What kind of things do you need? Is there something you are looking for? I have fingers in many pies.
I mean, look, Armand, like, if you just want to pay for it, you know,
Yes?
straight up, it is going to cost you. I mean, with the basic ingredients, you know, let's say, I'd even to the price that's around 3 barter.
Oh. Interesting. I will have to confer with my associates for a moment.
But I tell you what, you wanna try? And he goes behind, you know, he brings out some sort of crate and opens it, and inside you see some rare mushroom, one that you've not seen either you've not seen before or very rarely seen.
It will not kill me.
No. Why
Well-
would why would anyone sell? Well, I mean, I guess there are reasons some people might sell poison mushrooms, but not us.
Well, then I am much obliged.
I mean, you're welcome to have a nibble from try one.
He'll try a nibble? What does it taste like?
It's delicious. Peppery, buttery, quite tart, but like, you know, that kind of like really umami kind of savory flavor.
Sure. It is
You
the-
could do you could do something with this.
Oh, I could do so many things with this. So many doors to and avenues to cooking I had never even considered. I must have it. And then, but first, do allow me to converse with my friends here, and perhaps we do something like 2 standard units of barter, and I owe you something. But I must speak with them to make sure that we have the appropriate arrangements to bring it back safely.
I mean, it's 1 crate, Armand.
Ah, but it is
Came in a
precious. It is
Right.
precious.
You have a chat with your friends.
Yeah. And he'll go to like where the other ones can't hear, and he'll say to Jigger, we both know that you are not here to protect me. Armand can take care of himself. Sometimes he needs a little help, but this time he can take care of himself. These people do not seem so scary. Did you see the guy at the door? This should be no problem for you. But you are now putting Armand's name in jeopardy. How much are you getting for this assassination?
I, as a player, don't remember the number, but I'm sure I, as a character, would know.
Were you given a price? That's a good question. I don't know if you were. Let me, sorry, 1 second. Let me check these notes.
Oh yeah, how much am I getting paid to bring you here, anyways?
I thought that you needed to go here for some reason.
No, this is just a job for me.
I think for this job, you'd probably be offered around 2 barter, Jigger.
Listen, in order to make this worth my time and effort, I need 1 barter. Just in case, if I don't need to use it, then I will not, but if I am to get something out of here, it you know. I mean, are you going to do it quietly? What is your plan?
Well, I had a plan to go quietly, but they seem to be like very much watching me and not trusting at all. So I don't even know if I can get away at this point.
Well, do either of the 2 of you have the tools to leave behind something that could hurt this evil woman later, after we leave, or is there a solution to this, or are you just not going to do it?
I think I may just need to not do it and figure out another plan.
All right. Well, I guess that means that you will not have the barter. So I have to negotiate with this guy to buy this thing. I must have it. Or perhaps I can have it sent along later. I don't know. I guess I'll go back to the guy. And try and negotiate it down to 2 barter and a favor.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I mean, first of all, I mean, what's your reason for in this specific
To get it?
yeah, to get him to drop it?
The reason. Oh, the reason to drop the price.
Yeah.
Oh, it's always a good idea to have Armand at your back. That is, as I said in the beginning, rarely something I have not heard or can find information about. These are useful skills, and it would pay to have a friend like me in your debt.
Okay, roll hot for me.
Okay, so they need.
And I mean, you clearly know them. You've worked with them before. They know that you're good for it and for more deals later.
Yeah,
So did you just roll? Yeah.
I did,
yeah.
yeah. It's a partial, so
Alright.
on a 7 to 9, they'll go along with you, but they need some concrete assurance, corroboration, or evidence first.
Yeah. So you need to decide what your concrete assurance is here.
I will help you on one thing. You come, you send a messenger to my place of business. It is named Armand's, after eponymously named after myself. And I will make sure that you are able to find what you need. One time. And I don't care what it is. This is a debt I will owe you.
He thinks for a minute. All right. When you say find something, you mean you'll get us something we want.
That is correct, yes.
All right. Yeah, I okay. Armand, I trust you. You got a good
Alright.
reputation. All right, 2 barter it is, and I'll get some of the lads to load up your car. So some basic supplies, and this lovely crate of I don't know what these mushrooms are called. What are mushrooms called?
I don't know.
They're called Widow's Peak. Widow's Peak mushrooms.
Widow's Peak mushrooms, cool.
So you can, yeah. So you've got a crate of Widow's Peak mushrooms that counts as 1 barter. But I'm assuming you're not going to use this barter, so that doesn't really matter. Okay, well, we'll just cut away from you guys as you're negotiating through all that, and we will go to Baribo. Hello, Merc. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, good. So I was like, how do I introduce Baribo? And then I was like, wait, I've got this bone feel I could just use straight away. So, Baribo, you're in your garage.
Mm-hmm.
Is this you work out of here? Obviously, it's your workshop, your place of business.
Yeah, Brio usually works from the garage. He tells everyone to bring the shit here to get fixed. It's very rare that he accepts, like, if he is to be like brought on site to fix something, the one that orders it must get him. He's not getting there like by himself. Fuck that.
But does he live at the garage?
Yeah, I'll honestly, yeah. Like
Yeah.
behind the garage, there's like this little shed where he has like the remainder of his stuff. He doesn't really care much about that, but you know, a person needs to place their head on a pillow, and you know, try and get some rest after a long fucking day.
Yeah. So, Baribo, you are in your garage,
Mhm.
and in front of you is the remains of a car.
Mm-hmm.
And your client is someone you know. It's Danny Boy. He is a member of the Teal Merchant Group. And his car is totaled. It was blown up last night. Uh, and he has managed to get his friends in his gang to drag it to your garage. And he is pacing up and down, clearly worked up about this whole situation. What are you doing?
Brimo stands next to the fucking wreck, looks at it, and just says, "Daddy boy, what the fuck do you expect me to do with this shit? Like, I
Expect you to fucking fix it. That's my car.
this is not a car anymore, Danny. I will do my best, but come on, you can, fucking hell, you can make a grill out of it.
You don't got a spare car, or I don't know. I don't know how cars work.
Oh, you need a car. You don't need this fucking car. Am I correct, Danny?
Well, I like that car.
Do you like that car, or do you like how that car looked?
That's a really complicated question for this time in the morning.
True. I agree.
I did like that car.
Well, fuck me.
Look.
Look.
I need a car, so I'd like any car, unless it was a shit car
Is it?
or a
Is it?
car I didn't like.
Danny.
Yeah.
Danny, I've been there
Look.
for you. Is this for the higher ups?
Well,
What is
the
this
matches?
conversation?
yeah. Well, he's a, you know me, paid up member. Yeah. Leg breaker. Get in there. Right. Yeah. And well, I need a car.
Fuck.
I mean, they'll probably pay for it. God, I want to know who fucking blew up my car. I'm gonna fucking punch
yeah,
everybody until I find out.
that whoever fucking did it, like, on one hand, sure, it got me a lot of work, but fucking hell, I'm like, they're running me to the bone. Anyway,
So you say this car, nothing, can't do anything. Scrap.
this one's fucked, but I'll
This
figure
one's
something.
fact,
Look,
but
this is a garage. We're working stuff here, right? I'll get you something. I get you some wheels. I might have to call someone and see
This
if
one's
maybe we
fine.
can organize something. That will work for the day.
All right, Burrito. All right.
I
Right.
can't promise you anything, but for Danny, you're my bud. I help you, you help me. That's how it works in this world, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's how it works. Look, I'm sure that I can get Mary to, untighten the purse strings. Maybe. I should be able to. How much is a whole car going to set me back?
DM, how much would a whole car set in that?
Well, I'm going to let you decide. Up to
What did
you.
you say?
It's entirely up to you. I mean, you can set a price here. I mean, generally speaking, think about it this way: one barter is enough for you to feed yourself and house yourself for a day. So
So, like 50 barter? I don't know.
a car could be quite a lot. I wouldn't go 50. That's a lot.
50 is a lot. Okay.
But
Like,
but
for a car.
but
I
I
don't know
would.
on one hand, I don't know how scarce cars are. On the other hand, not that much. If there was a fucking parking lot that blew up.
Yeah. There's
So-
definitely cars around, so it's the question of obviously sourcing the car. But I don't, like I don't know whether you just keep cars around because you're a mechanic. You're not a car salesman,
Oh,
right?
I mean,
But
I was
you also
going,
have a junkyard, so
I was more going to say that because of that explosions, there's a lot of cars currently like in order to being fixed.
Yeah, but most people have, damage that can be fixed. Like in the case of, Danny Boy's car, it was
Oh
the
yeah,
center
yeah,
of the
no, no,
car.
no.
So,
My plan was trying and seeing if I could give him one of those cars
you can give him
temporarily.
someone else's cars.
Yeah,
Interesting.
for the day.
I mean, that's up to you. Like, if you want to do that and rent him a car, you can.
Like, but he asked how much a car would go.
If you're literally selling it to him, though, that's.
Oh no, I'm not selling it. We're talking temporary shit.
Alright, we're just saying temporary renting. I'd say that's just one barter. Like, it's perfectly fine for something like that. It doesn't need to be more than that. So if you're just renting it for the day, like, and he's got to bring it back.
I mean, Danny, here's what we're gonna do, Danny. So, a new car, that's gonna cost you a lot. If you want a beautiful fucking car, that's gonna cost you like a lot. If you want wheels, 10, 15, and you're done. It's good. But correct me if I'm wrong, Danny. You don't really have that kind of dough on you right now.
No.
Yeah. So, Danny, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna now keep out on the down low, right, Danny? I'm only doing this for you because you're a bud of mine. But here's the thing: I'm gonna give you a car, all right? I'm gonna give you a car. You're gonna give me $1, but at the end of the day, you return this car to me. You get the bother back, and the bosses are happy. Is that a deal?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Now,
That's fine.
Daddy, I know that if that car does not come fucking back, it's gonna be a lot more problem than one fucking bar. You got me?
Yeah, of course, Baribo. What do you think? I would never, ever stiff you.
Yeah, you be fucking careful about that one. Anyway, go outside. I'll bring it out.
All right, yeah. He tosses you a sack of scrap barter.
Yeah, I'll catch it and go into the back and find not the prettiest but wheels that work out of something that's not going to be expected today, basically, and give him that. And yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you furnish Danny Boy with a rental car, basically, and he goes off happy, as he can be, given the circumstances.
Well, my project now becomes to scrap that fucking heap of metal that he brought in, and I don't know, make something out of it. Fucking
Okay.
toaster. I don't know what I could even do with that kind of trash heap, but we'll see.
Yeah. So
First, it's gonna be scrapped.
So you're fixing that as a project for yourself, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you doing that now-ish? Let's say.
No.
just-
This is just something he moves it like to the junkyard behind.
Okay.
And at the moment, due to the explosion and the large amount of work, and you just say, don't want any fucking upstart suddenly coming in here and trying to steal my fucking business. I gotta do this as fast as possible. So he's working on the cars that have been brought in to him because, like, this is the thing that he has to do. Otherwise, like, fuckwits will say, oh, I can do that.
Okay.
Business before pleasure.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So we'll leave that there for the moment before we come back
Unless
to-
your business is pleasure. Laughs in Armand.
All right. So we flash back to the rest of the team, as it were, over at the herbalist's encampment. The car's been loaded up with supplies. Armand, you have paid 2 barter. Mark that off sheet if you haven't already.
I have, yeah.
What are you guys doing next?
Well, I have gotten my supplies. I've gotten the standard things I usually get, and then I have gotten this special something to really elevate my restaurant for a little while. Perhaps we can get some of these mushrooms to germinate. We can farm them on our own. This is a wonderful thing. I'm ready to go. Are you?
Yeah, I guess we're leaving because they're keeping too close an eye on me for me to do anything else.
All right.
Not
We
gonna
are
go.
all
Not
set
gonna
to
do anything
go.
else. Yeah. Okay. So you pack up into the car, and I assume you go back, presumably to Armand's, to drop off the supplies that Armand has bought.
Yeah, I just feel like if I try to leave the group, they're gonna follow me out and see where I go.
Okay.
Well, I mean, there are things. I myself am a distraction, a living, walking distraction. But I understand if you are hesitant to give it a shot.
Yeah, especially since I'd have to be trying to search the whole encampment for her.
Yes,
but
and
today was still a success getting you your ingredients.
this is true. But I must say, I'm sorry I could not get more information on her. I knew that she would be dying soon, and I didn't want to be. In hindsight, like when they're remembering the situation, be like, oh, that guy asked about that woman that one time right before she died. You know what I'm saying?
I completely understand. I wouldn't want to put you out.
That said, I can put out some feelers and maybe I can just have her appear in my restaurant. I'm gonna try and use this ability as often as I can because it's so sick.
Sure, we can try that.
So, do you want to use your ability, Armand?
Well, I mean, first we need to make the trek back, right?
Sorry, what?
We need to head back. We need to. Are we already in Maple?
I was saying you're back in Maple. You've got to the restaurant. You're unloading the crates, presumably around the back. Yeah.
Or getting somebody to.
Yeah, presumably. Yeah, it wouldn't be Armand doing that work. Let's be clear. Danny, and
Yeah, I mean,
Danny in first, probably helping carry the heavy crates.
I would go to Misty, who is not only the person in the back rooms, but she's also the person, in the shadows, in the dark. And I'll be like, do you know anything about? And then what was her name again? Citrus Alley?
Citrus Sally.
Citrus Sally. What can you get me on Citrus Sally? And he'll ask for as much information as to where she is. So he's not going to actually bring her to his place to be killed. I don't know about that.
Okay. Well, yeah. So, what's Misty like? I mean, describe Misty to me. I don't know much about her yet. We know she's the madman.
Yeah, I just how there's always, or not always, but there's sometimes in a club or something like that, like a guy waiting by a door or whatever in the way back that's lit only in shadows, like it's a shadowy area, and there's some guy sitting on a little chair or something in front of a door. I imagine that's kind of what Misty's deal is. She runs the back rooms, but then she also gets information, I imagine.
Mm-hmm.
There's that person that you only see when the boss is talking to them, and then they walk away, and then they come back later with something.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, but what? How would you describe Misty as personality-wise?
Oh, personality-wise, older, tough as nails, tells it without any sugarcoating. Imagine she's kind of got like leathery skin. She's like a weathered person, but that's all I've got.
Okay. Yeah, so you asked Misty about Citrus Sally, and she thinks for a moment. She maybe takes out a little book and flips through some notes. Oil Armand. Sally. I mean, word on the street is she.
Oh, I
owns-
think I have to roll to get this to work.
Well, that's if you're doing the move, right?
Oh, I
If you're
got
just
you.
gonna-
Okay,
if you're
okay,
just
okay.
asking Misty for information, that's different. I feel
Okay.
like, if you want to do the move, we'll do that in a second. So, like, she would tell you, yeah, like, well, word on the street, she owes Danica a lot of money. Danica's you know Danica. She's one of the aristocrats of Maple, as they call them. She's been here before. Many times. Sally, not so much. But, those herbalists aren't usually seen in our parts, are they? Anything else? I mean, I don't know what I can tell you, Armand. She owes money.
She owes you money.
No, she owes Danica.
Ah, yes.
But,
Well,
yes, I believe she's been holed up in the encampment for quite some time, obviously trying to avoid her debts.
where about in? So she has debtors.
I mean, that encampment's a mess. I mean, imagine trying to find someone amongst all those tents and dirty trailers. Awful.
Ah, man, I wanna help you, Snow, but like also I don't know if I want to bring the person here just to be killed. That seems so fucked.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like, remember, like, it's technically his job is not to kill her. Just to be
Yes.
clear. His job is
Also,
not to kill her.
Oh, what's his job?
His job is to get money out of her, and if she doesn't pay, kill her.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yes, it's step one, try to get the money. But likely she doesn't have it.
Oh. Ah, well, there is a little. It would be so difficult, I imagine, to try and find her amongst all of those tents and in that grass and those trees. So difficult, so difficult. Could you try?
Difficult doesn't mean impossible, dear Armand. You know that.
I do. And I will use fingers in every pie to try and get her to show up. I thought that the mission was just to assassinate her.
No. Step one is try to get the money.
Okay, all right.
But
That
most
makes
of
it
you
so much
have
better.
Therefore, assassinate.
Yeah, exactly.
And the way he's gonna try and like get her to come is that he's on neutral ground and like basically she can address her debts freely if he succeeds.
Yes, nobody gets killed in Armand's.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's true. Exactly, yeah. So there you go. So, yeah, roll on hot for me, I guess. Doing a move. Partial.
7 to 9. Well, your people make an effort and everybody wants to please you, and close is close, right? I don't know
That's
what
the-
that means.
It's up to my interpretation. This is interesting, huh? Okay. Well, she wouldn't be brought to you right away, so I'm gonna think on what happens there, I guess.
Yeah. Does 7 to 9 count as a miss, or is that just
No, it's a partial success. So
interesting?
it's yeah.
Okay. Well, it is not immediate. I am not a magician, but as soon as we have some information, maybe she comes to Armand's, maybe we make a deal. She cannot live her entire life without paying. I mean that quite literally. She won't live if she doesn't pay, so it is best to try and aggregate these things and pay it off. And Armand's will house her if she decides this is the path she wants to go down. So that was me trying for you guys.
Yeah, no, okay. We'll come back to that when it happens. But we'll have you've got back to Armand's, you've offloaded your things. Unless Jigger and Farley have a reason to stick around,
No.
I would assume you'd go back to your.
I was gonna ask Armand if he wants an extra bodyguard for the night, considering what happened yesterday. With the bombing, people might be a little more a little on edge. Seeing more security around here could help ease minds.
Yes. Unfortunately, I mean, if you wish to work for some food, things like this, I could do it, but unfortunately, these mushrooms were not cheap. Armand is out of money.
Certainly is.
Yeah, I'm assuming that my pay would be in not having to pay for food that day because that's how I'm being fed by Armand and the restaurant rather than having to go get food.
Okay. I actually don't know if that's something that my restaurant can do.
Bankruptcy
What?
arc.
Do what? Sorry.
Paying for bodyguard services for the night because he's mentioned the bombing, and Armand is kind of like, oh, that's right, I totally forgot. I got so excited about this other thing.
Okay, so this is one of this is going to be a fun interaction. So yes, you can just agree if Jigger is okay with being paid with food, right, from your restaurant. Yeah, it doesn't count as barter. He doesn't get any
Excellent.
barter because you can't pay him, but you can pay him in food. However, in doing that, the Maestro D special is if you hook another character up with sex, with food, with something, whatever, it counts as having sex with them. Which
Interesting.
means Jigger gets to do his sex move, or his special move, as if him and Armand had consummated their love for each other, but they didn't.
Oh my
It's just
god,
as
that's
if they did.
I never even fucking read that. That's a core Maester D rule.
It is.
I had no idea. It's like on the
My
sheet and
special move
everything.
is cool.
So in that case, by providing Jigger with food, Jigger gets to hold one. And if you, Armand, get into shit, either you or Jigger can spend that point to have Jigger turn up to help you out.
Yes. So if you get into shit, I just appear.
That's awesome.
It is.
That's so sick.
So you get a reward for getting Jigger to be your bodyguard for the night.
And it kind of works perfectly because if I need a bodyguard, I need a bodyguard, and he'll just be there. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so he feeds him, and then
Yeah, and it's it's another night for Armand, or another day, and so on of work and normal restaurant stuff. But we'll just cut away. Farley, is there something you would do after this small excursion? Do you take
Yeah.
the coupe back to your bunker? Do you go to Maple? Like,
I I want to follow around the sheriff.
Well, you don't
See
know
if
where
I
he
can.
is at this
I
moment.
know. So
So
like go around town trying to find him,
okay.
so that I can maybe follow him and figure out who his little birdie is.
Okay. It's an interesting. So do you go straight to Maple then?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Would you when you say so? I'm trying to. There's not really a role or anything I think to do for like. You're not really. You're hunting for somebody. Like, would you? Was this someone you go to for information? Maybe.
Uh, I guess yeah. I could. That would also make sense.
Yeah, I feel like in a in a town of thieves like Maple City, one assumes there's at least more than probably one person who'd be able to who'd trade for information and so on.
Yeah.
Um, it's up to you if you want. I can come up with someone, or you can say it's this person. I don't mind.
Yeah. I have no idea. You can come up with someone, I guess.
Okay, so
An info
would you
person.
say Farley's more likely to go to like the lower class kind of guy or the upper class kind of guy?
For something like this, probably lower.
Okay. Yeah, so you meet we cut to Farley. You've gone down one of the dark alleys, the many dark alleys of the poor quarter of Maple City. And yeah, you're meeting a very sort of I mean, I wouldn't say, he's poor for sure, but like that doesn't mean he looks completely awful, he's just on the lower end of the criminal spectrum. But he's, a somewhat scruffy man. Uh, I sort of imagine, he's got like sort of that grungy, greasy hair that's sort of down to his, just past the shoulders. He wears a leather jacket, and you know him as Crawley.
Oh. Well, oh,
And yeah, as you're sort of waiting in the alley, I think he would sort of emerge from the darkness, like
Okay.
off to the side, and all right, Farley, what do you need?
Well, words around that the sheriff has a little birdie that tells some things. I'm looking for this little birdie.
Right, tells him what? Like how to put on his shoes? I think I might need a little bit more information than that, Crawley. Farley, sorry, my name's Crawley.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
I need a bit, a little birdie. Anything else?
Fortunately, I don't have too much else.
All right. Well, I can put feelers out.
Alright. If nothing turns up, nothing turns up. That's alright.
Whoa, wait a second. I mean, it's Farley. At least one barter for my, investigatory costs.
When the investigation is finished.
No, up front, like if I already knew the information, that's fine. But because I don't, I've got to, dig a little bit, prod the people to give me the things that they know. Because they know them. They always know them. Farley, that's the truth. Everybody knows something. Just gotta get out of them.
Alright, fine. I give him the barter.
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Jingly cash right here. Oh, I'll get back to you then. So, don't go anywhere. Too far.
Oh, I always come back around.
Sure, you do. And then he fades back into a darkened alley. And you're left with your purse a little lighter.
Okay.
We'll Oh, if there's something else you wanted to do.
Yeah, I guess I'll go see if I can find another job to do.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll cut back to you then in a bit
Sure,
later.
yeah.
We'll go over to Baribo.
Yes.
What are you doing with the rest of your day? What have you sort of done?
He
You've
probably
just been
was.
working on
Yeah,
all
he was
these cars.
probably working throughout the day on all that shit. This is luckily for him, it's not the the merchant's day. It's a regular day, so he could he didn't have a conflict of like interest of whose cars to work on first. It was basically first come first serve. Uh, but yeah, he's been just at it.
Okay. And so I mean, let's get to know. This is difficult with Baribo because I don't know much about him yet. So
I
like,
can describe him a bit.
yeah, I mean, it's less like him and more like who does he know? Like we know that he works quite closely with the teal merchants. Um, are, are they like his major customers then?
They yeah, they're pretty big. Um, he is respected. He treats the respect goes both ways. He'll do whatever the fuck they need. It goes both, and they'll like deal with it. But they also understand the needs of Baribo in terms of payment, and so it goes both ways. They don't treat me like I'm some fucking slave or something. And I don't treat them like I treat, I guess, Danny.
Yeah.
Other
What
than
would you?
that, anyone who's basically with a vehicle and does not know what the fuck to do with it, they usually end up in my shop.
Okay. And how would you so we know that Jigger and Farley. How do you know Farley? Like how do you guys you say he's a problem for you, right?
He is mostly because I assume Farley, you treat your own cars, right? You
Yeah.
don't go you don't go to a mechanic. So he probably sees you as a potential competition. If you ever get tired of driving, you have probably enough skill to because Breva saw you driving a bunch of vehicles, meaning probably have more than one. And so yeah, that's pretty much it. We may have struck some conversation over some engines or some shit, but yeah, that he basically sees him as a problem in the future, in terms of if Folly ever gets hurt, he has a way out of the driving world and into just working in one place, but that work is competition. So if anything, he wants Folly to be tip top physically.
Okay. As you're sort of working on your cars, Farley would walk past your garage.
You'll probably hear Brewer just cursing and yelling obscenities about random bullshit and about the way the cars would treated, because probably someone tried to be a smart ass and tune their own vehicles, and you know how that shit ends when people don't understand what the fuck they're doing. They probably won't even notice Folly passing by unless Folly says something.
Nah, I mean, I don't really have a reason to interact with him right now. I don't think.
I love throwing you guys into the thing and then you go, no, we'd rather not talk to each other at all. Fuck you
mean-
all. Um, all right. In that case, Farley, you're walking past Baribo's. You glance in, you see him working on some cars.
Okay.
You know, just you sneer, you know, or you just turn away. You're not interested in Baribo. But you know, Baribo's it's not in the best part of town. Then again, you know, unless you're in the rich areas of Maple, nowhere's the best part of town. Um, so as you're passing, two men, both kitted out with bandana masks on, step out, uh, holding shotguns, and try to
Okay.
shake you down.
Oh.
Rebo, you would see this happening.
Okay. I see him outside my fucking shop doing that.
Yep. I know everything you got right now.
Oi, cunt! The fuck you doing here?
The fuck are you saying to me, old fuck?
Who you call oh fuck you fuck?
You go hold up the old fucker. I'll keep on this one.
You take a fucking step into my shop, I'll blow your fucking brains out. You better than you fucking not.
I'm the one with the fucking shotgun. Get on your fucking knees, mate.
I will fucking blow your fucking head off. Do not fucking tell me you don't know what the fuck I have planned in my fucking shop. I might fucking raise this entire city out. If you just dare to step into here, you cunt.
Wonderful. Would you say to Baribo? Is Baribo doing anything here? Like, is he just shouting, or
He's just shouting. His hand is like at the ready. To grab like his gun.
and Farley? What are you doing?
I mean, while they're distracted by
No, like one of them's conversing with Baribo. The other one has his shotgun trained on you.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
bullshitting
okay.
my way, like completely. There's like no bombs, no nothing.
Oh God.
Are you gonna do anything, Farley? Are you gonna make a move?
I mean, I want to fucking kill him, but hmm.
Okay. If you're not, are you doing anything, Farley?
I'm thinking right now.
Right. Okay. I mean, what would Farley do in this situation? Is he just gonna let himself get robbed?
Of course not.
No. So how would he? So is he gonna try and talk his way out of it, or is he gonna go for a more aggressive option, or you know, or is he gonna try and get away, or?
I mean, I have my revolver.
Mm-hmm.
I want to use it.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think about how to go about this.
I don't think you've done combat in
No. I was yeah. So just explain to me narratively what you do. Don't worry too much about the mechanics. Just say, you know, I whip out my gun and point it at his head, or whatever. You know.
Yeah, how far away is he?
He's fairly close to you. Like he's got a shotgun, so he doesn't want to be too far away from you.
Right.
He's maybe not the brightest person. He's probably a bit too close to you.
Okay. So yeah, I kind of want to close the gap, and when I'm close enough, grab the end of the barrel and pull my revolver on him. If that's
Okay.
I
So
know that's
to sort of
cool.
move the gun out of the way and like threaten him with your own gun, right?
Yeah, like inch my way closer to him, and when I'm in range, like grab the end of the shotgun, point it away from me as I pull my revolver on him.
Okay. Well, given that you're doing this with somebody pointing a gun at you, I would argue that that is doing something under fire. So please roll
moment-
cool.
And
Please roll
also,
cool.
I'll say the moment Baribo sees him do that, Baribo will just pull out the magnum and fucking shoot the other guy.
Well, yeah, we'll deal with Baribo in a
Yeah,
second. So we'll
I'm
start with.
just saying
yeah.
that.
No, that's fine.
That's
So
a
yeah, roll
9.
cool.
Partial success.
Okay, partial success. Wow. Okay, in that case. So how does this work? So I think what happens is you start to go towards him
Mm-hmm.
and you manage to get close enough to grab the gun, but like you're just a split second too late. Like he notices, he's noticed you doing it, like, and you're grabbing hold of the gun, but he still obviously has his hand on the trigger, and now he's wrestling with with you for control of the shotgun, and you don't have
Right.
a chance to get your magnum out.
Okay.
So you're now wrestling with him. So as that's happening, we'll go to Baribo. Baribo, you are gonna grab out your magnum,
Mm-hmm.
and what would you say? Like, are you gonna point it at this other guy?
Not just pointing, I'm fucking shooting.
Okay, but again, like I said, we were dealing with
Yeah,
combat a little bit
Under
differently.
fire, I'm
So
assuming.
so yeah, so just roll cool for me, yeah.
Alright. Alright, let's see.
Boom.
As he yells, "You done good out on the fucking Teo territory, you piece of shit!"
Okay, so we will now count. I guess this counts as just. Is he? Is this only suckering him, or is it sealing? I mean, I'm assuming you're just gonna try and kill this guy, right?
Oh, absolutely. Like, you don't do that in my, like,
No, I know.
over here.
Okay, then we'll do seize by force then. So roll hard for me.
That's how the XP.
Yeah, it certainly is.
That's a 9.
Nine. So you get to choose two of the options, but what's your? You've got a magnum, haven't you?
Mm-hmm. I take 2, I do 2, right?
Yeah. So you're doing 3 with a magnum.
No, not the damage, like 2 points. Choose 2. Seize by
Yes.
force,
Sorry.
right?
Yeah. You choose
Yeah,
2. Yeah.
take
But
definite, undeniable control of it and frighten the enemy. That's the 2 things that I'm looking for. Dude.
okay. You have a magnum though. So you're doing 3 damage.
Mhm.
And he inflicts 3 damage on you.
Okay, so 2
Um,
because I have
so
1
2 because you have 1 armor. So now I need you to roll for harm suffered. So
Yes.
roll +2.
2d6 plus 2.
Yeah.
Man,
9. So uh, So you want to take definite and undeniable control of it, and you want to dismay or frighten your enemy, right?
yes.
Okay. Uh, in that case, I would probably say like you fire your magnum,
Yeah.
and the force of the magnum, it's a magnum, right?
Yeah,
Like it blows you back. You lose your footing. Like
Mhm.
Aribo careens back into the back of his garage, like firing this magnum. The dude who is pointing the shotgun at you, his midsection just disappears in a burst of blood and bone, and he drops the shotgun on the floor and topples over. As you're wrestling with the other guy, Farley,
Yep.
like he sort of you're wrestling the shotgun. He looks over his friend who's just had his entire midsection destroyed by one shot, and he starts panicking. What do you do?
I guess I try and kick him in the stomach to like make him drop the gun.
Okay.
Cause like we're both holding it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna like try and kick him in the stomach to get.
Okay. Do you want it to get it? Do you just want to like incapacitate him to sort of get him to drop the gun for the
I
moment?
mean, I'm gonna shoot him once I have the gun.
Yes, yeah, but you're kicking him first to train.
Yeah,
right?
I'm kicking him so like he lets go.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to count that as going aggro. So you want him to drop the gun. So in that case, roll hard for me.
Okay.
That's a highlighted stat for you. So you get experience.
Ooh.
Oh. Ooh. That's a bad shot.
Yeah.
It's not what you want.
Raggy.
Uh-oh. God. Okay. Okay, something, one moment. Two things to him. Okay, yeah, fantastic. So he, yeah, you're both wrestling with the shotgun. He manages to do that thing where like he sort of jabs it. In fact, no, like you're both close to each other, right? You're on like the top end of the shotgun. He's got the bottom end of the shotgun, and you're both wrestling with it. And he's sort of like he's panicking a bit, but like all of a sudden he's like, "Wait, why am I doing this?" And he just headbutts you.
Okay.
And I would like you to take one harm. And you have no armor, so you just take one harm. Straight
Yeah.
up. And then he is going to, having headbutted you, he now has control of his shotgun again.
Okay.
But he's still a bit frightened because of Baribo. And I think he will start to like he won't just immediately shoot you. He keeps his shotgun on and he starts backing away, right? And he backs away maybe like a couple of paces. You're still reeling from the headbutt, and like he's sort of he can't see Baribo right now because Baribo's disappeared. He's on the floor.
Okay.
So he's keeping his shotgun on you. He's backed up and he's like, give me what you got. Give me what you got. Just throw it over here. Throw it at my feet. Stop fucking around or I will shoot. I will shoot. What are you doing? And Baribo, you're just sort of you're still on the floor, scrabbling around, just trying to get back up right now.
Probably like you know the scene where like in the garage he's trying to like catch something and then accidentally grabs a tray and pulls it and like a wrench falls on his head and like yeah,
Just
that
stop
kind
it.
of scene like ah fuck god damn it, shit. Yeah, he's trying to like get up basically and see what the fuck's going on, but I'm assuming since he's backed up, Baribo will probably not see him through the door anymore.
Yeah, you're still just sort of getting up off the floor while this is happening. So yeah, so Farley, what do you do now?
I guess seduce or manipulate. I'm going to say like, all right. I hold up my left hand and reach behind me to grab my gun, pretending like I'm going for my wallet or whatever.
Okay, so you're telling him that you're going to give him what he wants, but you're
Yeah.
not.
No.
Okay.
I'm going for my gun.
This is a because this on the one hand this counts as seducing and manipulate, but if you ace the roll, right, he goes along with you until some fact or action. But
Yeah, until I like pull
gave-
it on him, basically.
He's
You're
not gonna
cutting
go
it off hard.
for long. But I guess it would give you. I guess the point is it would give you a moment, right? So
Yeah.
I want to see if you can convince him.
Okay.
You know.
So I roll hot for that?
Yeah.
Or
I missed like half of that. I'm gonna reconnect real quick.
Wait, no,
it's
it
not
wasn't
just
you.
you.
it wasn't? Yeah.
It wasn't me.
It wasn't.
No,
Yeah,
everybody
I
knows. Yeah.
because I just acted still nonchalant as if there was no problem. I thought, holy shit, is my connection?
Yeah, dude. I was like, what? That's why I was like, I gotta go. Like, I can't hear
Spider,
anything.
you okay?
I'm not the one in the fight, so
You were like real robotic.
Me or sorry?
You,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, you.
Oh really? Oh,
yeah. You
Yeah.
sound fine now.
oh okay.
So did you want me to roll hot? Is that?
Yes, please roll
Okay.
hot. Sorry.
Come on. Fuck. All right. Partial success.
Okay. Yeah, so you start to like reach behind you, and he's like, no, don't do that. How do I know you gave me money? You got money on you? Yeah.
Why are you robbing me if I don't have money?
All right. You in the garage? You still there?
You
Hey, come
want
out,
me to
come out.
be there?
Come out with your hands up, mate.
What?
Yeah?
Why the fuck should I? You're real trying to make an enemy out of the Teal Merchants, are you, bitch?
The what?
The Teal Merchants, you're real trying to make a big enemy on your ass to kill you. They're gonna kill you. They're gonna find you, they're gonna fucking flay you for what you did today. You don't
Okay,
do this
please roll.
shit on Death Earth. Yeah, well,
I want you to roll hot now, Baribo.
oh god. His head bleeding out due to that. Ooh.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah, as you say that, you start like threatening him, and he moves the shotgun over to you and just fires.
How
So,
much?
do you have armor?
Another
Don't
2?
you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. So that's another shotgun. So that's another 2 damage.
Bada bing, bada boom.
While the gun is no longer pointed at me, I guess I'd go aggro.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
fine,
can just. We just need to.
2d6?
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
You need to roll for harm first. Yeah. So we do that. So that's 2d6 plus
You're right, bro.
2.
+2?
Yeah, plus 2. So you suffer 2.
Oh boy. Oh god, you don't want high on this one.
No, you do not. Okay, you've already taken so much harm. So I'll just say, yeah, you're out of action.
Yeah.
Your Baribo was blown away.
Jeez.
Not
that
blown,
range-
completely blown away. He's not dead.
The range flies again and
Yeah.
like hits the
Yeah.
head one more time.
Minced
that
guts
bang,
and blood.
that
First
bzding,
character
you
dies first action. Second character.
Yeah, this would be so funny. You have taken 4 harm, which is an insane amount of harm. But,
That's so much harm,
at this,
dude.
At this point in the game, yeah. So yeah, Farley, he's not looking at you right now. He moved his eyes from you. So what do?
I want to shoot him with my revolver.
Yeah. Okay. In this case, I'm not gonna bother. You're not going aggro here. You're seizing by force at this moment in time. So
Okay.
just roll hard for me. You're getting some XP as well.
Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, this is so funny. Oh.
Meanwhile, Armand is just back in his shop, like washing dishes and shit. Like, oh, it feels so good.
Well,
This was supposed to just be a random fucking encounter as well. I was just. I love shit like this. This is my favorite thing. Right. Wait, so you were seizing by force? Oh god. So on a miss, so technically you don't. The way that seizing by force works is that you exchange harm. So you have armor, right?
No, I have no armor.
No, you don't have any armor. Fuck. So you're gonna take the full 3 damage from his shots. You also take 4. So you're also on 4 damage at this point.
Jesus.
Please. So yeah, so you can choose. So on a miss, you get to choose one of these things. You can choose to suffer. I would choose to suffer little harm, because you take -1 harm, which would leave you at 3, which is much better.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll go with that.
However, you still take 2 damage. So roll 2d6 plus 2. It's just a flat 2d6 plus 2.
That's
Oh.
not good.
Also not good. Oh god, it'd be
That's
so
worse than
funny.
me.
Okay, no, you know what? This is great. So you blow his fucking head off, but he jerks around just in time to get off another blast of his shotgun.
Oh, Jesus.
And you also take damage, and you are also knocked unconscious by the blast. And so we leave Baribo's scene at this moment. Baribo is out of action. Farley, you are also out of action, and there are 2 corpses.
Well, I should chill.
And I
Yeah,
think this is a
man.
great moment to take a small break for drinks
Oh
and
Yeah,
my
perfect.
so on.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
yeah,
Drinks of
Oh, yeah,
whatever strength you require.
yeah.
That also put me to 4 experience. Is it at 5
It-
that you improve?
No, so once you get to 4, you raise back to 0,
Okay.
and
Experience?
you gain a level. Yeah, XP.
Cool.
No,
Wait, it only
it's the
requires
50
4.
experience.
It's 5, right?
Oh, sorry. It's 5. Why did I think it was?
So
Because,
I've
This is
act-
four, I'm
HX
getting-
is 4.
I'm thinking of HX, aren't I? Sorry, god damn it. No, it should be at 5 that it. So you have 4 right now, I
Yeah,
believe, Farley.
Okay. Yep.
I have
Almond?
5. Should I level now or should I at the end of the session?
We level at the end of the session usually.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 5 right now.
But if
Alright,
I were to roll again, would I mark that down as 6 or just
No, you go, you erase it and you go back to 1.
gotcha?
Yeah, you start again. All right. Okay, so short break for P's and T's.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello. Everyone back or not yet?
Hello.
Yep.
All right.
Is Merc back?
Oh, I don't. Hello, Mark. Nope. Okay, wait a second.
Ugh. Tired. Merc.
Mark? Nope. Ba-bum, ba-bum-bum. So Aristo.
Yep.
Just to explain it, because I realize probably haven't explained that yet. So you've taken 3 harm.
Yep.
So what that mean, like in terms of how Apocalypse works in terms of harm. So the first 3 sections of harm, over time will heal on themselves. So anything. So the first 3 hits you take will heal over time. Anything past that. So in Merc's case, he has 4 damage. That damage will get worse over time if it's not treated.
Gotcha.
So your character isn't dead, but you know, and it's not that he can't go for medical treatment, but yeah, he's certainly hurt. Shall we go? I don't know where Merc is. Let's get a drink, but we'll continue on because we're going to move away from Merc and Aristo's characters. So Armand
Mm-hmm.
and Jigger, who is currently bodyguarding, well, bouncing, I guess. Is that what you do, Jigger? You act as a bouncer when you're working for?
Yeah.
I imagine Armand tries to convince you to work in the back rooms if someone asks.
Yeah, like yeah, protecting
get-
the
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
the merchant.
I also just meant like a guest star. He'll be like, oh, everyone here works in the back rooms from time to time. You should try it. The pay is not bad.
Oh wait, you mean you want Jigger to come and haul
Yeah,
for you?
if someone asks while he's on like guard duty, if someone asks for him. Armand tries to make sure that all of his staff is like down with it.
Would you be down with it, Jigger?
He's not gonna force you to, but like, you know.
Maybe, but we'll have to see if somebody asks.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Cool. So the night, it's going along, and it's a usual night for you. Nothing particularly unusual is happening. It's a general thing of people coming in and ordering food and sex and so on. At some point in the night, a woman enters. She's tall, willowy. She has very long, luxurious blonde curls for hair, and she's sort of adorned with lots of jewelry, but not like upper class jewelry, like beads and charms and talismans. And you would know who this is, Armand. This is Chai, and Chai is the leader of the Herbalists.
Oh.
And she would come in, and she would. Would you be on the floor in the restaurant? Would you be visible, Armand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she would walk straight up to you. I hear you've been looking for me.
Wait, this is the leader of the Herbalists?
It is, yeah.
Who was the one that...
That was Citrus Sally, but you did not roll well on that. So
Oh,
you didn't
that's
get
right.
you didn't get exactly what you asked for.
Oh, dear.
A conversation, Armand?
Oh. He's just kind of shocked. And, I suppose he wouldn't really know where the phrase came from, but like telephone somehow gets through his head. He's like, you ask enough down the chain enough, and occasionally one person misinterprets, and this is what you get. Oh no. And then he'll I guess restart himself and come back into it and be like, okay, you have to host her now. And he'll look around and he'll say, of course, I needed you to taste what we had made of the shipment I bought from you. He's just going to try and make something with the special mushroom. I don't know, dude.
You brought me all the way out here just for that.
Well, this is...
Armand, you summoned me. I believe there is something for us to discuss. Come, let's sit.
All right, that is no problem. Kind of like looks over his shoulder towards his staff, shrugs, doesn't know what to do, and goes along and sits with her. Is there anything you would like to drink? Perhaps...
Something fruity.
Okay, and then he'll, like, motion to one of the people that's on the floor, get them to get it. Oh boy. This is the leader of an entire settlement?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
I mean, Armand is used to people like that coming into his establishment.
I know, but he, like, summoned her. Shit. I'm trying to think of, like, what he would... I'm trying to think of how to placate her, but, like, I don't... Because I have to give her something.
I mean, hey, I it's up to you, but, you could always ask her exactly what you want to know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There is a girl who has some debts in this place who is a part of your settlement, Suitor Sally. And
Oh,
The-
Sally.
yes, the motion behind the ocean you see in front of you, the motion is starting to move, and waves are coming.
Are you a debt collector now, Armand? Is that
No,
all
no,
you-
no. I just. A friend had some professional interest in the subject, and I wanted to make sure that nothing happened without the opportunity for her to pay things back with mere goods.
Hmm. Well, I am aware of Sally. I do believe she owes quite a bit. And, well, I don't really want a corpse on my hand, Armand. But she is part of the herbalist camp, and I can't just hand her over. But, hmm, let's see. You bought some supplies from us earlier today, I
I
believe.
did, yes.
Oh, well, thank you for the business, Armand. Maybe if we pay off Sally's debt and do this little thing, we could deepen our relationship.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, that will work.
And she sort of lays out her hand for you to take it.
Oh, yes, well, Armand can certainly help. And I guess I'll
I was
go.
thinking a more permanent arrangement, Armand. You could buy your vegetables exclusively from us.
All right. I. Oh man. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, sure. She's giving me an out, right? Like
Mhm.
I summoned the leader of the whole place. Fuck. Yes. All right. This can be done.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, and she reaches into her, a coat or a jacket or whatever, and she brings out a sack of scrap coin and tosses it to you. That should cover the debt, Armand. Now,
Indeed.
think I'll stay for a while. I wouldn't mind sampling some of your wares.
All right. That's perfect. Is that so? Basically, Jigger was hired either to get the debt, to collect the debt, or to kill her.
Yep. So,
Yep, exactly.
Mhm.
Step one, ask for money. If there's no money, step two.
I guess he'll just kind of hold the bag and look at Jigger, and just there's like a look of absolute shock and surprise that the situation worked out so well, and then like his usual confidence will peek through, and a smile comes across his face, and he kind of chucks it to Jigger.
I'll catch the bag and tuck it away in a pocket. But I'm on the job here. I said I would be a bouncer for the night, so
All right.
I'm not running off to go finish that.
Excellent. We will accommodate you in any way you would wish.
Wait, you saying that to Chai?
Yeah.
Oh, good. I fancy a woman today.
Well, anyone you see on the floor is available.
Wonderful.
This feels weird. I don't know, dude.
Well,
Armand is just surprised everything worked out well somehow.
Yeah. Also, the concept of selling sex is weird. But yes,
I mean, that was your decision.
I know. I know.
You know,
But I'm actually
If
like, we're
you're-
getting to it, and I'm like, oh man, this feels weird.
well, I mean, we don't have to, go any further than that. But yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that done, we'll move on. The night ends. Jigger, is there anything else you're doing after you've had your little? Have you done your job? Do you go home?
I am going to go to Tom's to try to finish that contract.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah. So you go to see Tom.
Every single time. Every time I hear someone saying that name,
Hey, Jigger, I'm just closing up.
reminds me of my D&D character.
Yeah, I know. I just came back with the money from that contract I took the other day.
Whoa, you actually got it out of Citrus Sally?
Yeah,
Whoa, nice work. And you didn't have to kill her or anything.
not this time.
Wow, things are looking up round here. Nice one, Jigger. All right, pass it over here.
I will take out the bag and give it to him.
All right. And he hands you over. He actually he rummages around in the bag, counts it out, and then hands you 2 barter from that cash. Job well done.
Well, thank you and have a good night.
Well, yeah. Just hold on one moment. Wow, a job done like that. Jigger. I've got a job. Another one, if you want it. It's look. I'll be honest with you, Jigger. We got this one in the other day. I didn't give it to you straight away. I had someone else I thought might be good for it, but didn't, take it on. Thing is, it's good money, but it's a bit of a risky one,
There's always a catch, isn't there?
Yeah, there's always, yeah, this one's, yeah, I mean, this one's a big one, really, because, yeah. You want the details?
Yeah, what's the job?
Right, well, you need to go to Lakeside. Which,
Okay.
I mean, everybody knows that Lakeside fucking sucks, and nobody's into that. I guess the lake's nice this time of year, but yeah, there's someone in Lakeside known as Goldilocks, and word has it that she's a rather big member of the Liquid Dreamers, the gang. I call them a gang, more like a cult. Those weirdos that worship the lake and all that. You've heard of them?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, well, apparently she's a bigwig in the organisation, and someone is paid to have her taken out. Right, just a hit job, straight up, bang bang in the head. Right.
How much are they paying for this?
4 barter.
That is quite a lot.
It is a lot. Probably because it's very risky. I mean, I don't need to tell you this, Jigger, but Lakeside's pretty much run by those Liquid Dreamers. So going in there and shooting one of their top dogs, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah, ooh,
Yeah, I'd have
Bang,
all of
bang.
them after me.
better have an escape route and all that. Yeah, probably want to plan that job.
Yeah. Do you mind if I think on it and get back to you tomorrow about it?
Absolutely, Jigger. You know, yeah, you take your time.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
Night. And yeah, you would leave Tom's, or I don't know what this
Yeah.
place is. What is this place called? What do we think? What is Tom's place called? Does it have a name? I in my notes I just called it the Maple Job Office, but I don't know. Unless that's what you want to call it. I'm okay with it being the Maple Job Office.
It probably doesn't have like a real name, but it's just called like the office by the people who
Okay.
go there. That way, nobody else can understand.
Yeah. Okay. So we will cut away from Jigger for the moment. Unless it's something you wanted to do, sort of before you head back home.
Yeah, just heading home.
Okay. Farley and Baribo.
Yes.
Yeah.
You both wake up. Well, actually, no. Farley, you wake up.
Okay.
You're groggy. Parts of your body hurt. You have no idea where you are. And as you try to get it, you start to get up. You realize you're on a bed. And a hand firmly pushes you back down into the bed. What are you doing? Stay there. Rest. Rest is what you need. And the other one. You look around. You're in. Well, you're not quite sure where you are. But it's a room. It's night now, so there's the one light of I mean Maple City has power, but it's
Yeah.
it most places don't have great lighting. This place is quite dim, with one singular very bad lamp giving out yellow glow. I mean, you can see beds, and you are on one of these beds. They're they're sort of shitty camp beds, right? And you look over and you see Baribo fast asleep on another of the beds. Your wounds have been bandaged. And a woman, presumably some kind of doctor Sawbones, is the one that pushed you back down, and she is sort of tinkering around this small little hospital, as it were. What do you do?
Well, guess I'll start off by asking, where am I?
Oh, asking questions now. God. Could you just try not to be talkative? That's the easiest way for this to go. Just rest and your wounds will heal and I don't have to talk to you. I mean,
Answer the
people.
one question, and then I'll be quiet.
She comes over and she crosses her arms. She's like, and who do you think is in a position of power here? You or me? You're on my bed. In my... And she thinks for a minute. I'm going to call it a hospital. We both know it's not. Medical center.
Okay.
And as you... She's sort of looking down at you, and the door opens, and in strides Mary,
Oh.
the leader of the Teal merchant group, and she comes over and she puts a hand on the doctor, and she says, "Easter, dear, please, your bedside manner really leaves something to be desired. Just go off. Are they fine? Yes, they're fine, Mary. This one at least. The other one's still passed out. He's took quite a beating. Okay, just Easter, please. Leave us." Ah, hello, Farley. Boy, Danny Boy certainly came back to Baribo's and found a bit of a scene.
Yes, well, some uppity thugs thought they could take our money.
Oh dear. What terrible luck.
Well, they had it a bit worse, I'd say.
Yes. Yes, that that is for certain, isn't it? I mean, yeah, Danny Boy said they weren't much more than stains. Well done, I suppose. That's a
Well, it could have
shame
been
about
better.
him. Well, he dragged you back here. Mm, the Ministrations of Easter have brought you back to us. Hopefully, they'll do the same for Baribo soon enough. And she says, "You'll both survive." There's just one problem, my dear. Of course, always a problem with these things, you know. Saviors don't come cheap, as they say. I'm afraid we'll have to charge you for this service. You don't mind, do you? I've already taken the liberty of, you know, having you pay for this.
And how much is the fee?
Oh, well, just a mere 2 barter, that's all.
Hmm. I see. Well, when
Of
I'm done.
course,
Oh,
the thing is, Farley, you know me, we know each other. You've done some small jobs for me. That job you just did recently was very good. We could always trade for something else. Maybe you could do a favor for me.
all right, well, depends on the favor.
Well, now,
What do you need done?
it's just, you know, it's the usual thing. What would I need you for, Farley? I need you to drive something or someone somewhere else, not here. It's very simple, really. It's just, you know, this time I won't pay you. It's either that or the 2 barter, I don't mind.
Where would I be going?
Well, it's a bit of a dangerous one. I need a delivery to the bin.
Okay.
You would remember that the bin is
Yeah,
the
it's
area.
outside.
Yeah, it's the area full of robot corpses and 2 warring factions.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's up to
Okay.
you, of course.
I've been down there before. Nothing too dangerous.
Wonderful. It's
Exactly.
settled then.
So, what am I moving? People or
Oh, no,
objects?
product, dear,
Product,
product.
of course.
Okay, well, that's all settled. Wonderful. You can keep your barter. And, yes, so you heal up. And, hopefully Baribo wakes up soon. She wanders over to Baribo. It's up to you, Baribo, if you wanted to make consciousness at this moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just- She speaks in
Baribo.
his like
Oh, she puts a hand on his forehead and like strokes his hair. Oh, what's left of his hair, I guess.
Yeah. Didn't have much anyway.
Well, anyway, I shall leave you both to it. And she leaves you. So you've both been treated by a medic. So you can erase one of your harm for the moment. So Merc, you go down to 3. Farley, you will go down to 2 harm.
Okay.
However, the rest of the harm you will need to heal over time.
Yeah, it'll take some time, alright.
So it's at this point, with the ending of today's day, that you must all pay for your life. So you all lose 1 barter.
Do I pay or do I do the job?
Sorry?
I thought, do we pay or do we do the job for that? For the
No,
the payment?
that job was just for Farley. You
Oh.
know that the teal group are not going to
Yeah,
charge you for healing because you know them.
Yeah, because you just said I'm gonna leave you the two of you like in plural, so I thought I was somehow also conscripted into it. Okay.
No, you're not conscripted. So yeah, you can pay for your lifestyle. Jigger, are you willing to pay for your lifestyle?
I was gonna say, didn't I get fed?
Oh,
But-
you did.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll let that count as you not having to pay for your lifestyle. Although it does it. Thing is, the lifestyle is not just food. It's like your payment for your accommodation and like anything else that you would pay for reasonably in a normal day. So, I would argue that you still have to pay it.
Oh, okay, yeah, I'll pay.
Okay, Farley, would you be willing to pay for your lifestyle?
Yeah.
Okay, and then finally Armand, you cannot pay for your lifestyle.
Armand is broke.
I don't have to pay for my lifestyle.
You do not. I forgot. Yeah, you're right. You don't have to pay for your lifestyle.
Armand is a cheeky bastard.
I don't,
Oh,
yeah.
Armand
Your
still owes me money.
establishment- yeah. So there we go. All right. So with that, the day ends. We go into the next day. We will go. Let's go to Armand. What are you doing, Armand?
Little like taste
The night-
tests of like various different shit using those little mushrooms with his staff. You said it's the
Okay.
morning, right?
Yeah, we've gone into the next day now. What?
Okay, yeah. Then that's what he's doing.
Okay. So yeah, Armand is in the kitchen. And yeah, you're testing out these things. All of a sudden you hear a scream. Somewhat girlish, but not from a woman.
Where?
It's in Armand's.
Oh, I run to it.
You run and you find Bartholomew, and he is shivering in a corner.
Bart?
Oh, I saw him. Oh, it was awful. Oh,
Who is it that you saw? Are you okay, Bart?
no, Amanda. I saw Lester. I went out the back. I was taking out the trash, and he was there, looking at me. But he's dead. I buried him only yesterday. He was.
Is he outside right now?
I don't know. I came in here. It can't be him though. He's dead, right? But it was him with his weird jaw not being there and his mask and.
This sounds. Are you well, Bartholomew? He'll kind of like look around.
I'm sober. I promise, Armand.
Well, I'm not forcing you to do that, but Okay, so where did you see
I
Lester?
told you, out back, where I take the trash. That's where he always was.
All right, and then he'll grab the bouncer to come with him out back.
Okay. You go out back, and I mean, Lester isn't there. There's nobody there. It's empty. First, sort of, looks around. I don't get it. What are we looking for, Armand?
Barty, he says he saw. You know that vagrant Lester? How he died. He said he saw him out back around here. I don't see him though.
Like a ghost?
No,
He's a
I've-
ghost.
I have no reason to doubt Bartholomew, but this is strange. Strange things happen, of course, but this is strange. Because either he is lying, in which case I will have to smack him in the face, or he is telling the truth. And something strange is happening here. Or he thinks he's telling the truth, but really it's all in his mind. I'm not sure which one it is yet, first, but we will find out. And he'll go back to Bartholomew, and he'll start inquiring about the event.
Are you interrogating a member of your staff? Is that what's happening?
Yes.
Okay, interesting. Okay, in that case, yeah, I would get you to read a person then. Roll on sharp for me,
Oh, God.
which does get you XP. You go back to 1.
Okay, I'm rolling on sharp.
Okay. So yeah, you can ask one of these questions.
Is that character on a 7 through 9 hold 1?
No, yeah, you hold, but you can just ask it right now.
Okay, I'll
because
ask it right
not
now.
really doing that.
Is he telling the truth?
As far as he knows, yes. He saw something or someone that looked like Lester round the back of the thing. As far as he knows, he's telling the truth. He believes it.
It feels weird in Armand's gut, so he's gonna follow his gut, and he'll say, first, perhaps from now on, or just for tonight, you linger around the back here.
Whatever you say, boss.
All right. And he'll go back to, or he'll try and like convince Bartholomew to start getting back to work first.
Yeah. I mean, he's had a bit of a scare, but like he sort of brushes himself off and goes back to work.
Well, and listen, before you go, just if you see anything else like that, something strange, or one of the other staff does, let me know, because I think you saw something, and I'm wondering whether you did or did not. And I have not decided which is true yet, so send any weirdness back my way, alright?
Sure thing, boss.
And disquieted, he'll go back around to the front and, like, you know, speak with, I suppose, one of whoever's like nearby in the bar area while he's cleaning. He will he'll gossip. That's what he'll do. He'll gossip, including telling them about like what he just heard from Bartholomew.
Wow, you're just gonna bully this poor guy.
Selling at your own.
No. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say and I no. I think the punchline is and I believed him. You know.
So you're gonna convince the rest of your staff that Armand's is haunted?
No. Fuck.
He's still watching from beyond
I can feel his gaze from the corner of my eye at all times. No, I'm not gonna. No, I'm not gonna convince them it's haunted. I'm just gonna say sometimes things are strange and it pays to keep an eye. He's not gonna tell them it's haunted. All right, they can draw their own conclusions. He's just gonna try and get them to tell him any weird shit.
Yeah, but as it you say that and like you know, everyone sort of, you know, okay, they you know, some of them make jokes and whatever, and they sort of, you know, they disperse. But a bit later, I think when everything's quieting down, like I guess it'd be pretty Misty would come to you, and she'd let you know, you know, I know a person. Her name's Callisti. She lives somewhere in Maple. She knows stuff about that kind of thing. She might be able to help.
Glisti?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean about that kind of thing?
You know, weird shit.
Well, I mean, we have noticed. It is strange. I believed him. I believed him, Misty. I don't think he was lying.
I've seen weirder out in the wastes.
All right.
Weird shit out there, you know? Dead robots, things that feed off robots. Who fucking knows? Could be ghosts. Could be the devil himself.
Well, Misty, holy shit, you are really intense. Sometimes I forget. You always sit in the corner and oh, God.
Look.
The devil himself.
You know, sorry, I've been listening to that Lord's Radio. That guy goes on about, you know, devils and angels all the time. I guess it just infected me. But look, this person, Callisti, she knows her shit, right? So I don't know. It's just an option. If this becomes a problem, keep it in mind.
All right. Bring her to me.
All right, I'll put out the word.
All right.
And I think we're gonna end because it's 20 past. I feel like with two characters in a hospital, it's hard for us to move forward right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what to do. So we'll stop now and think about what we're going for the next session. We got a few things to do before the end of the session anyway. So the first one is history. So we'll go around. Everyone gets to add a +1 to someone that they had a good time with or got to know better. So we'll start
I was
with.
in a shootout with Farley.
I was just gonna say, I assume you were gonna use Farley as yours, Pariba.
And I'm doing the same.
This is doing the same, yeah, fair enough. Nice. And then Armand.
Jigger.
Who would you? Jigger, yeah. I figured. Yeah, you spent quite a lot of time with Jigger. And Jigger, are you doing Armand as well? Or
Yes.
okay. Fantastic. And then it looks like so both wait. 2 people level up. So Stank leveled up. Did anyone else? No, they didn't. No, it's just Stank. Do you believe? Farley is 1 away from leveling up. So do you have any idea what you're taking for your level up? Mr.
Yeah, I
Stank?
think I'm just gonna actually. I'm thinking I'm choosing between just a 1-up in my hot and then everybody eats even that guy. I think I'll increase I'll increase my hot by 1 now to make sure that the things I can do
Yeah.
and then do
Okay.
it next
So
level.
your hot is you're putting your hot up to 3, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh. So I just realized
Mhm.
one of my improvements is get a garage and crew.
Yeah. So yeah. You don't have to take that one. But also you
Right.
what you have right now is a storage space. Like
Okay.
I would argue that a garage, when it says get a garage, what it means is you're getting like an actual workspace with a crew, right? That's different to just having a space
Okay.
for your
Okay.
cars. Like, yeah, you don't have to take that. Just to be clear, like you can take it. You can take whatever improvements you want. But yes, you could become a direct competitor to Baribo if you so
No,
The
wish.
one thing he didn't want.
And what is it when it says get a move from another playbook?
As in, literally, you can take a move from any of the other character classes.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. If you
Oh.
want, if you go to the PDF section on
Yeah.
the Discord, you can actually get you get the full rule book. It's probably easier. You could just look
Yeah,
through
I was looking
all
through
the
that before.
abilities. Because
Yeah,
it does
okay.
have a list of all the abilities. I can't remember where it is off the top of my head. I think it's
I'm
in
sure I can
character
find it.
creation, yeah, but it's got them all there. So,
Okay.
but you haven't leveled up today, so
Correct.
just
But I mean
saying,
now
yeah.
next
But you
time
should
we'll
you will do
almost
by
certainly.
next time, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I don't. That's everything. So we're all good. Yeah. I hope that was a good session for you guys.
That was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, it was fun.
Thank you for running.
Yeah. That shootout was.
It was certainly a thing.
Meaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was the fact that like I set up a scene. I was like, I'll put Farley and Baribo together, and then you were both like, no, we don't want to talk to each other. So I was like, okay, what can I do to just put them in a situation where they have to interact in some way? And then it turned into just you both taking an
If-
insane amount of time.
Dude, I would have laughed my ass off if Baribo fucking like died dead. That was so good.
It would have been great.
I would have even been mad.
By the way, you're alright with me using Lester in this way?
Oh, dude,
I didn't.
you
I didn't
have
think.
what? Anything that's connected to me, you have a green light to do whatever the fuck
Yeah.
you want.
I don't know what I'm doing with that yet, but I was like, fuck it, Lester's dead.
Eh,
Let's-
Just fuck around with
You're
that.
doing something.
I'm doing something, yeah. The thing about Punk's World is I throw things out and I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen. I have to figure it out on the fly.
You got a
most
bit
of the time.
robot-y again.
Oh, sorry. God damn it! Why is it's so bad at the moment. I don't know what it is. Like, it's not even like I had thunderstorms like for weeks, and it's been fucking up my internet. And then there's nothing going on. I've got no thunderstorms. There's not even rain.
Because the cables got used to the wind and shit. Now they're not tense.
I love that it kind of like turned into like a zombie thriller where the zombie isn't seen yet. in Armand's little place. Like I was trying to heighten the tension. I was like, why don't you just watch out the back for a little while? Things don't seem to be right. Man, I love. Yeah, it's such a contrast because you guys were literally just in a lock, stocks, and two smoking barrels situation, and I'm like, and we're like back in the restaurant, like something doesn't feel okay.
But by the way, Spire, during when I fucked up and you had to pick something like to do to me, there was a thing that said instead of like falling down, there was not like forget about something or something like that.
Yeah,
I was
it's,
half expecting you to say that I forgot my blowtorch on, and like the entire place was about to like.
Oh, I see what you're
fucking
right.
explode. I was ready for the worst, man.
No, I think I held back a little bit there because I was like, I don't want to. I don't always want to like punish you too hard because it gets.
Don't worry.
Yeah, but it's
I'm a glutton for
fun.
stupidity, so.
I know. All right. Oh, so thanks all for turning up again, and we'll try and do this again next week.
Yep.
Yep.
Sounds
Have
good.
a good one.
Have a good one.
Have a good week,
Yeah.
guys.